Guys, I thought I should do this video to maybe give people better clarification on maybe why, so they can see why I reacted in certain ways and done certain uh, practices as a new uh, YouTube channel creator that are totally unique or off the beaten path, whatever you want to call it. But when it comes to these false things that I've been said that I've done by these male YouTube Workyverse channel creators, this is why I want to show you. I want to show you something. This is an old shoebox before um, before the year 2022. We had still lived in my original family home, the one that my friend had rented with, helped that stayed with us from grade school I talked about a long time ago. Well, in this is stuff that was sent from Christmas. Now, take in mind, my false accusation was made in May 2021. The false allegation about a real event. You see, there's one handwriting. There's a second one from a second gift that I don't have in here. Another card that went with bouquet. A note that I could read. And this is all stuff that was, hand-picked out by the person. And this was a note that I wrote. It's long as fuck. Alright. Keep in mind what I am reading now is from the past. It in no way, shape, or form reflects how I am feeling now, nor am I doing this as a stunt or ploy to secretly try to say I'm this way now or anything. I'm just seriously sharing an old story. And trigger warning, it is in depth and upfront, raw and blunt and upfront, okay? But as of today, I'm doing good. This was dated 10/6 because I always date. The first one, the first entry, no, these are entries. Okay, that's how I did it. First entry was in the 16th of October 2020. Or it wasn't the 2021, I was false, it was 2020. I got it wrong. 2020 was the year I came back from in January and we'd still lived in our home. A few months after being back in May, that happened, and these were dated because I was after May and after I initially cleared things up with the recording from when the person called me after I spent 24 hours in jail wrongfully and was released because no warrant was signed. I still had issues with the husband threats and everything else, and I also constantly had the fear in my back that somehow, what if I could be falsely done up. It's happened to people. Really scared of it. So from the 20th of October till December the 20th, I wrote a series of entries, and this was because the stress from all of that, and that was just a local thing. I am deciding to blank. I think most of y'all could fill in the blank what is said there. I don't want to say everything because I don't want people to copy and as my voice and try to make anything. I'm trying to do this responsible. Why? I said, I will try to address this as calmly as I can. I tried to die in January 2019, but instead it did not work out by blank and bleeding out as I thought it would, as I did not think it would be as painful either or agonizing. I left and went to Kansas, was diagnosed and evaluated after a month, went to treatment in March 2019, then I went to addiction treatment from end of March 2019 to July 2019. That's when I graduated and was 6 months sober. I moved into sober living house program and committed there till December until and I got a job at Walmart, worked hard, and lived on my own the 2019 fall semester. Come November, my job was done, and I was planning to move back home right before Christmas. Since I got home, I hired a lawyer for my disability in February 2020. Then I started talking to some blank blank for about a month before she first came over. I, in between, I would help blank when he needed it, as that was my duty as my work at the time. But I wasn't um, being called on a lot, as um, not only does this person have a housekeeper, but I do more administrative type work, and he just was active. And I think maybe, if I'm not mistaken, I wrote here that he had a family down at the time from out of town or something. So in other words, I had free time on my hands. She comes over in April 1st, the time ever. She was giddy, flirtatious, and just sitting watching TV. We talked for a while and everything. She put her hand on my legs, and then she began to move her hand. And you guys, we're all adults. We know where this is going. My belt was taken off, and then I decided to kiss her passionately. And from there on, you guys can fill in the rest. I'm not going to read all this. I just want to state, because it's a real papers, these are real entries, I'm not lying. So tired of being thought of as a liar or manipulator. I received 3 flowers bouquets to my house from that person to me. The first, I was happy and surprised. The second, more back to back. So, and the third set sent from April to May. May 14th, she came over early at 11:30. She came and we started talking, and when she just sat down, I gave her a hug because she was upset about something but didn't want to talk about it. So I turned the PS4 on and told her that we could just kick back and relax from work, just like April. And she messed it, and basically the same thing played out. As we were relaxing, she's sitting down and she moves her hand up, but we do the deed again. Really, to be honest, it only lasted for 5, maybe 6 minutes, if even that long. I told her I can't last long. I have that issue. And she laughed afterwards and said that there's nothing wrong with how you are, Ian. In other words, like, don't, you know, not to be, not to feel like that. So then, after being felt embarrassed, myself and her also, she said, "Don't be upset. I'm just playing. You know that there's nothing wrong. So what I just told you guys." I said, "I like you a lot. I'm not ready for using some words in my mind, but I figured since she said that she only had one child, that, you know, even with my beliefs or raisings or attitudes, there might be something here. Um, and it's not because she was so uh, ramped up or ready to have sex. Like I was caught off guard and surprised by it. So, anyways, as time went on, that's when I got the knock at my door and got questioned. Um, I didn't find out she was lying until he calls me and starts threatening uh, stuff and stuff that's purposefully, intimidating and ominous. And 2 days later, police came to ask for help. So I went genuinely concerned what was the matter, even with my shoes off. What I was really in was I was in an interrogation and I should have asked for a lawyer. But I didn't. I was in just like how I am with these YouTube situations. I talked and I explained the situation. And when things got twisted because I was scared to talk, knowing about a lot of things related to this, and when he finally, I was like, well, what's all this about? And he said, talk. I said, no, 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 no. And but because I was a little bit evasive with his questioning at first, it made him suspicious enough to arrest me. But he later apologized to me. Um, this wasn't about that though. It was about that this guy he hasn't stopped no matter what. I blocked him off Facebook. Um, I after going to jail for 24 hours and everything and being through all that, to have him harassing me and stuff, and then to show up to my EPO hearing I had with him, and they didn't. No, he's okay. I didn't know you were back. Excuse me, I'm recording something. I'm sorry. I'm recording something. Excuse me. So, anyways, the EPO that I got on him, I brought my laptop with me and everything because I had all this irrefutable evidence of it. And because he came, didn't contest it, they didn't look at it. And I said, but Your Honor, I've got him literally death threatening me on his name. Like, that's how much he didn't care. Like, he took it that serious. I didn't know I was being used to be cheated on. Like, I felt bad for the guy. I really did. But I was not about to take his shit. And I hated having to go the legal route to get an EPO. But I told the police, and that they told me that that's what I had to do. And so, because I had gotten a DUI from at the time that was also false, and I had that looming over me, I was very scared that I might get to thinking how I might have got to thinking back in January 2019 again. And so after this, I said to myself, I'll never get put in this position again. That's just a little background. I mean, this is real. I did not make this up. That is my handwriting. These ornaments. This is my name and old address. I'm already doxxed, so what's it matter? I'm not lying about a thing. This was off the cuff, and I thought I should make it because maybe, just maybe, somebody might understand or get where I'm coming from. Maybe not. This is SquareWorks Media. Remember, guys, That was a story from the past. That situation got resolved and moved on, and I'm a-okay from it. I'm not in stress over it or anything else, and I'm really not in stress over the current stuff. I'm handling it pretty good with the help of my granddad, my support system, my dog, and everything, and the fact that I still do have good souls and good people in my life. The majority doesn't matter. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you want. Have a great day. Peace.